There is something strange about the moment you are in right now. You did not find this video by accident. A part of you has been searching quietly. A part of you feels like something is off in your life. You smile, you talk, you move, but something feels incomplete. This is not confusion. This is the beginning of awareness. Most people ignore this feeling and distract themselves, but you didn't scroll past this message. That means something inside you is ready to listen, not to me, but to yourself. This is where the journey begins, and it may change everything you thought you knew. Let me be honest with you from the start. Awakening is not always beautiful. It does not start with peace or happiness. It starts with discomfort and questions. It starts when your old beliefs begin to break. You begin to see things you once ignored. People you trusted start to look different. Your habits begin to feel strange. Even your own thoughts may scare you. This is the warning, not danger from outside, but truth from within. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. There is a reason this is called a warning. Because awakening comes with responsibility. You can no longer pretend you don't know. You can no longer blame everything on others. You start to see your patterns clearly. Your excuses lose their power. Your comfort zone begins to feel like a cage. And that realization can feel heavy. Many people run away at this stage. They go back to distractions and noise. But if you stay, something powerful happens. You begin to meet your real self. This is where psychology meets inner growth. Think of what Carl Jung called the unconscious mind. It holds the parts of you that you hide, your fears, your jealousy, your anger, your truth. He called it the shadow self, and most people spend their whole life avoiding it. But awakening forces you to face it, not to judge it, but to understand it. Because what you reject controls you, and what you understand, you begin to master. This is not about perfection. This is about becoming whole. So if you feel uncomfortable watching this, that's okay. If something inside you feels exposed, that's normal. It means you are not asleep anymore. You are starting to see beyond the surface, and that changes everything. The way you think, the way you relate, the way you live. This is not a small shift. This is a complete transformation, and it begins with awareness. So stay with me till the end, because what you realize today may guide your life. And maybe, just maybe, this message is for you. The first sign of awakening is simple but powerful. You begin to question everything. Not just others, but yourself too. Why do I think this way? Why do I react like this? Why do I stay in situations that hurt me? These questions don't come from doubt alone. They come from awareness growing inside you. You stop accepting things just because everyone does. You start thinking for yourself. And this can feel lonely sometimes, but it is the beginning of freedom. The second sign is deeper. You start to notice your own patterns. The same mistakes repeating again and again. The same type of people entering your life. The same emotional reactions showing up. Before, you blamed others for everything. Now, you pause and reflect. You begin to ask what role you are playing. This is where growth becomes real, because awareness breaks repetition. It shows you that change starts with you, and that truth can be both painful and powerful. The third sign is the hardest. You begin to face your shadow self, the parts of you that you don't like, your insecurities, your envy, your anger. You stop pretending they don't exist. Instead, you observe them honestly. This does not make you a bad person. It makes you a conscious one. Because denying darkness does not remove it. It only hides it deeper. But facing it gives you control. This is where true strength begins. The fourth sign is clarity. You begin to see through illusions. Social expectations start to look empty. Fake friendships become obvious. You notice how people wear masks, and you realize you have worn masks too. This can feel uncomfortable at first, because illusions once gave you comfort. But truth gives you something better. It gives you freedom to be real, even if it means standing alone sometimes. And that is a powerful place to be. The fifth sign is transformation. Your values begin to shift. Things that once mattered start to lose meaning. You may care less about validation. less about impressing others, more about peace and authenticity. You begin to choose growth over comfort, even when it is difficult, even when it is scary, because something inside you knows better now. You are no longer chasing empty rewards. You are building a deeper life. The sixth sign feels confusing. You feel lost and found at the same time. Lost because your old identity is fading. Found because your true self is emerging. You may feel like you don't belong anywhere. Old circles don't fit anymore. New ones are not yet clear. This in-between stage is important. It is where transformation happens quietly. It is where you rebuild yourself. And even though it feels uncertain, trust it. You are becoming someone new. The seventh sign is focus. You begin to seek meaning instead of distraction. Mindless habits lose their appeal. You become more aware of how you spend your time. You ask deeper questions about your life. What truly matters to me? What kind of person do I want to become? You stop running from silence. Instead, you start learning from it. Because silence reveals truth, and truth leads to clarity. This is where purpose begins to form. Now here is the truth most people avoid. Awakening is not the end. It is only the beginning. Because once you become aware, you must act. You must take responsibility for your growth. You must face your fears honestly. You must change what needs to be changed. This is where many people stop. They like the idea of awakening, but they avoid the work that comes with it. Do not be one of those people. This is your moment to go deeper. There is also something else you must understand. Awakening does not make life easier. It makes it clearer, and clarity can be uncomfortable. You see truths you once ignored. You feel emotions more deeply. You cannot hide from yourself anymore. But this is also your power, because awareness gives you choice. Choice to grow, to change, to evolve. And that is something many people never reach. Do not take it lightly. Think about your life right now, the decisions you are making daily, the people you surround yourself with, the thoughts you repeat in your mind. Are they helping you grow, or are they keeping you stuck? Be honest with yourself, because honesty is the foundation of change. Without it, nothing shifts. With it, everything transforms. This is the responsibility awakening brings, and it is now in your hands. You don't need to become perfect. You just need to become aware. And then take small steps forward. Change one habit. Reflect on one emotion. Understand one pattern. Growth is not a race. It is a process, and every step matters. Even the slow ones, even the difficult ones. They are shaping who you are becoming. There will be moments you feel like giving up. Moments you miss your old comfortable life. Moments you wish you didn't see so clearly. That is normal. But remember why you started. Because something inside you wanted more. Something inside you refused to stay asleep. That part of you is your guide. Listen to it. Trust it. Follow it. It knows the way forward. So here is the message again. This is your warning, not of danger, but of awakening. You are being called to grow, to see, to understand, to transform. And once you answer that call, your life changes. Not instantly, but deeply and permanently. This is your moment. Do not ignore it. Do not run from it. Step into it fully. If this message spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video so more people can find it. Share it with someone who needs this awakening. Subscribe to this channel for more deep insights. And most importantly, reflect. Take a moment after this video ends. Ask yourself what you truly realized today. Write it down if you can, because awareness grows when you acknowledge it, and your journey deserves attention. You are not alone in this, and your growth matters. Now I want to hear from you. What did you realize about yourself? What truth did you finally face? Drop it in the comments below. Your story might help someone else awaken too. Remember, transformation starts within, and it starts with honesty. So be real with yourself. Stay aware, stay growing, and never go back to sleep.